brim on my cap. Boots sink deep in the mud. Red dot dancing on the map. Campfire smoke in my blood. Night vision glow, all green. Radio hits, soft static. Branches crack, where there's no wind. Whole squad moving automatic. Saw prints wide as my chest. 4 feet stride between. Hair car high on the fence. Not from anything we seen, we came to chase us a myth. Last log it, head home quick. Now it feels like something big. Flipped the hunt, took the script. We're expedition edge in the dark, in the dark. But something in the pines got a mark, got a mark. Thought we tracked you down, now you're closing in fast. Big shadow in the brush with a prey at last. We're expedition edge, yeah, we came to prove truth. Now we're counting every heartbeat, breathing in proof. Olympic ethic, feel it crawling my neck. If there's Bigfoot watching, we're the ones in check.
Yeah, so welcome back to day 3, everybody. This one's going to be a fun one. All right, here we go. The bald eagle just flew and landed right there, but a little too far to see. Missed it. Oh, look, there's another one. See that bald eagle? And then right behind it, you can see that the snow level has dropped significantly. The storm came in last night, see? See that snow back there? There's that eagle. But a storm came in last night. Huge storm. Temperatures dropped. Snow level dropped. So I'm filming my intro here. Day 3 on the river. Just talking about how the snow has dropped. And right here, in between camp and I just heard what sounded like a beating chest. Like somebody beating on their chest. So, I'm going to go back to camp and see if Matt's alright. See if I hear it again on our way back there, you guys. But I tried to pick it up on the camera. Well, this is interesting. We might have done that yesterday. There's 2 breaks right here. And then that one's completely broken off. From right there. This is our trail that we just came down yesterday to the river. I'll have to check the camera again, but I don't remember seeing that there. Alright, let's get back to Matt and see what's going on. So I just met up with Matt on the trail headed back, and he said that he didn't hear it or that he wasn't making any of that noise that we just caught. Or I think I might have caught. But I literally heard what I couldn't describe as anything other than like gorilla chest banging. I thought maybe, you know, Matt was messing with my bike maybe. But he said he wasn't even touching it. I have no clue what else could have been making that kind of rhythmic thumping sound. So we're headed up to Irely Lake, and I just had to change my boots because, you know, got my trail boots on. And Matt calls me bougie. I got my bougie boots on. Yeah, it's true. I got $180 pair of Merrells on, but I got them on sale, so don't give me that action. And then today, testing out my Fjall Robins. You know, waterproof pants. So, yeah, but I've been doing this a long time. I've been hiking in the woods a long time. And over a long time, I've had a chance to collect all this stuff. So, I mean, I do buy the goods, but I want to be dry-ish, comfortable while I'm out here, you know? All right, you guys, this one's going to be a fun day. Here we go. Holy smokes, dude. You know what this is?
What?
Tell me what you think it is.
Porcupine?
Absolutely. Yeah, cool, huh?
Yeah. Cool find.
Matt, what creek is this? A blue jay just flew behind you.
If I had to assume, I would say this is part of the Lake Irely Creek.
Yeah.
The Stellar Jay just flew behind us?
Yeah, he's up in...
See salmon in here?
He's up over in this tree right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we see salmon in here. Little fry. Sometimes we'll see a lot of crawfish. So I was just kind of looking to see maybe some newts or something.
Yeah, Irely has a lot of crawfish in it, you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. A lot of good skunk cabbage. Is this a small obstacle or is this a turn backsticle? No, I don't want to take my boots off. Oh, that's almost jumpable.
No, that's not.
Almost. Wow, it's high. You can see that there's dry plants that are currently underwater.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, all right, buddy. Oh, I just showed him how to get across it without taking the boots off.
Bro,
Oh,
difference here.
look. But look at that. Matt's committed. All right, buddy.
Exploring isn't always pretty.
No, it's not. It is not pretty. But you guys look at this. Okay, so the trail goes right through here. There is a couple rocks that but I mean it was not easy.
No.
I know I failed to record it because I was helping him with his boots and stuff, but
We're gonna sit down for a minute.
he did it. He walked across there like he's been playing in rivers his whole life.
Yeah. This is real. Boots on the ground. Making sacrifices.
Look at this bridge, Matt. We gotta trust our lives and our weight with this. After you, my friend. I didn't say that, but after you.
If I make it,
Yeah.
you're good.
You see that shovel on top of the stump over there?
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool, huh? All right, he's like, I'm not focused on that. I'm just trying to get across the stump bridge.
Careful, brother. This thing is super slick.
I would put 0 weight on that handle. For your sake.
Holy smokes.
Not for YouTube's sake. They want to see you fall, probably. You sickos, stop wishing that he falls in.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's not part of the adventure.
if I did.
All right, my turn. All right, I'm not even going to use the handle. And I'm going to film. This is risky business.
Holy smokes, bro. That's super slick.
It's risky business. Did it. Wah, wah, wah. So, we're just about up to Lake Irely. And we're on this trail, and I'm thinking, when I'm looking at the map, and I was scouting out for today, it dawns on me that I'm on the human side, on the human trail. And it almost looks like on the other side of Irely, right here, I'll show you on my map, that this side right over here is Sasquatch side. So we're hoping that we can get over to the other side. And that is rumored that they found tons of tracks and prints over in the sand over on that side. So All right, guys, hopefully we can get over there. The water's obviously way higher than it normally is, and it's wet and slippery, but that's kind of our goal right now. But we'll see as we get over there. And this, my friends, is Irely Lake. Get a quick scan on it. It's a lot of water birds. So over there, directly ahead, is where this creek flows out and towards the main Quinault River. And over there is where all of the footprints were spotted and categorized just a few years ago. Some Canadian geese over there talking. But as you see, like behind me, and also right here in front of me, that there is little room to navigate around this lake. To get over there, probably got to wait till summer and then actually walk the creek bed up, which is only a couple miles from the highway. I can tell, and maybe with the rain you can't, but there's tons of bugs and therefore tons of fish eating. You can see them jumping and stuff. There's a lot of food in this small little lake here. Plenty for a Sasquatch. All right, there's not much to explore on foot here. Like I said, this is the side of the lake all around. So I'm gonna head back up, meet back up with Matt, and on to our next little spot. All right, guys. There's elk all around that side of the lake. You can see them over here. We're about to have a lake experience, an elk experience at the north part of the lake. Oh man, look what we just came across. Herd of elk just sitting out here in the forest. Look at these two dudes. Wow. They're just staring at us. Look at that. They're like, don't come any further. Oh, there's a little calf. That's not a little one. Tons of them, right?
There's a bull.
Yeah.
I just seen him.
He's looking over the herd.
He's got his horns. He's right there in the middle, just eating.
Yep, right there. See if he lifts up again, but pretty good size herd out here in Quinault. So Matt's at the trail. If you keep going this way, that's where the elk were. This trail looks like it leads over to the lake. I want to see if I can get beside them. See if we can't get a better view. They're still right back there. What'd you find?
Found a shed. An elk shed.
Well, it's not the biggest of elk sheds, but that's the first elk shed I've ever come across.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
that is awesome.
We'll have to wash it up and then pack it.
Yep,
That's pretty cool.
super awesome. That's an awesome, epic find.
Yeah. River.
Well, everybody, they were right there, but we're stopped by this. This is deep. That looks like it could be 3 or 4 feet deep. Or you have to fight how wide it is right there, or it could be like 20 feet wide. This looks like it's the end of our journey here. Well, epic finds. But it looks like we're going to start circling back and choose our next adventure. Okay, so according to Matt, who I obviously really trust, and a lot of other people, Quinault is a super hot spot for Sasquatch. So what we've been doing today, taking a little bit of the beyond the map kind of style and really try to get into a little bit of his territory, really let him know that we were here, and then, you know, who knows, maybe tonight we get a little bit of visitation at the campground.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bust my ass. Let's see.
You just got to go for it. It's like hopscotch back in grade school.
Hopsquatch back in grade school?
Yep.
This location right here on North Shore, where I was driving early in the year. I have to go back and look at the date on my phone, but I came up in here because we just had a bunch of snow the week before, and it was the first time that I was able to get my truck back up in here where the snow had melted down enough. And as I'm driving, I see what looks like a bear track at first. So I stop the truck and I get out and I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, that's not a bear track because it was just a partial track. And then directly in front of it, there was another track, and then they just kept going on and on. But it was a full length, perfect track in the snow, and I measured it. It was 14 inches in length, and he or she, but that Sasquatch was just walking down this road, coming down from where we look for crystals. And then I guess at some point it crossed the road and went back up into the mountain. See the sandy patch over there? So when the river was a little bit lower, I came down here with some family and we were walking around and we were looking for crystals. And I looked up over there and I noticed that the bank had been disturbed. And so I rolled up my pants and crossed the river, and when I got over there, that's where I found a set of tracks that came down. Now these weren't like very big, like you would think Bigfoot tracks, but they were tracks, and they came right down that bank right there. They crossed, and if you look, there's a kind of like a rock wall, but it's pretty kind of like steep, and then it climbs up, and that's where they came out. And it was so fresh you could still see the footprints as it climbed up. This thing climbed up over that wall and went onto the road somewhere.
Just so alone and secluded out here. Feels like we're up in Alaska somewhere. Scanning around here for animals or Sasquatch. What amazing country out here, huh? The Quinault Valley, often called the Valley of the Rainforest Giants, and the Enchanted Valley just to the southwest have been undeniable hotspots for encounters from prehistoric times right up to the present day. While the rest of the world refers to these massive, hair-covered bipedal hominids as Bigfoot or Sasquatch, the local Quinault legends speak of Siako, the shy forest people. In the concluding chapter of our Lake Quinault expedition, Matt and Edge pushed deeper into the legendary territory. We battled relentless, thick mud and treacherous, fast-running washouts. We came across a massive elk herd. We recovered a shed that highlights the abundant prey resources available to this apex predator. And down on the rocky banks of the Quinault River, Matt recounted his chilling past encounters, underscoring the heavy history of the area. Leaving with the mapped ground and a deeper understanding of the Siako, Expedition Edge vows to return, eyeing this valley as the ultimate staging ground for an annual team campout. A lot of people pretend that Sasquatch is not real. If you have had an experience or an encounter, please comment in the section below. Also, please like and subscribe, and you will be the first to see my newest videos drop. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep chasing the unknown.